All right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last part of today's stuff that we're going to take a look at. So we're going to get the volume of cones. So cones are just like pyramids, but instead of having like straight lines all along the bottom base, it's going to have a curved circle base. So the volume formula has changed a little bit because it's a cone and because it has a circle base. With the other pyramids, it was length times width times height. Length times width being the area of how you get the bottom square or rectangle. So radius squared times pi is how you're going to get the area for the circle base. And then you multiply it by height and divide by 3 to get the cone volume. So for this guy, we're starting off with a radius of 4 centimeters. So radius squared, remember, all right, if the radius is 4, you got to do 4 times 4, 4 squared. So that's going to be 16. That goes in the first spot right here. All right. Next spot is pi, and that's going to be 3.14. All right. So just plug 3.14 in there. We're going to use 3.14 for all of this stuff. All right. And then the last part's the height. That's going to be this blue line right here, just like it was for the pyramids. So that 10 is going to be plugged in right there. All right. So we got to multiply those three numbers and divide by 3, just like it was for the pyramids. It's the same approach, but just different numbers being plugged into it. So you multiply those three numbers and you divide by 3, and that's going to give you 167.4666666, and it keeps on going. All right, and then just like what we did with the pyramids, we're going to round it to the nearest tenth. So you got to look at the number that's right after the decimal point, and then that's where we're going to round to, but look to the number just to the right of that, the hundredths place, to see if you're actually going to round up or if you're just going to leave it the same and then drop everything else off. So since that's a 5 or higher, you are going to round this one up. So it's going to be 167.5 as your final answer. All right, centimeters cubed. You guys don't have to worry about the measurements. Miss Coleman and I are going to include those in everything. So all you guys got to do is plug in the numbers and do the calculations. All right, now if you notice, we started off with the radius over here on this one. That's halfway across the circle. But for this one, you're given the diameter. You're given the entire length of that circle across right there. So since the volume formula requires the radius, we got to get half of that because diameter is all the way across, radius is only halfway across. So half of 14 is going to be 7. So 7 is going to be the radius, and that's what we got to do squared. So 7 times 7, 7 squared, should be 49. All right. Pi, still 3.14. Still plugging that in over there. All right, and then this one has a height of 8 hectometers. So we're going to plug in 8 right there. All right, we're going to multiply those three numbers out and then divide by 3 to get us 410.29333333. All right, so again, we're rounding it to the tenths place, but we've got to look at the hundredths place to see if you're going to round up or down. So since this is 5 or higher, that's going to round up to a 3. So the final answer should be 410.3 hectometers cubed for that volume. All right, for the cones, just remember, if it's a radius, you're good to go. You just got to square it. But if it's a diameter, you got to divide it by 2 first and then square it. All right, so feel free to watch the video again if you guys need a little bit more of a second listen. If you guys have any problems or questions, contact Ms. Coleman and myself. All right, remember, we can work on the slides with you guys, like one-on-one that way. We can do video chats. All right, we can work things out on paper and send you guys pictures. There's lots of different approaches that we can do for you guys, but if you don't let us know you need help, it's not really much that we can do. All right, so stay safe, stay healthy. See you guys soon for the next video. And by see, I mean probably here, but you know what I mean. All right, stay safe and stay healthy, everybody. Talk to you soon.